Dear students, it is Unit 5, Laplace Transform. The name of the unit is Laplace Transform. So, you know the meaning of transformation, right? Transform, it changes, right? So, here the transformation refers, it changes one function into another. Like differential operator. How differential operator works? Differential operator. See, if we know d is the differential operator or d by dx is the operator. So, when d by dx operates on f of x, see when d by dx operates on f of x, then we get a new function f dash of x. When the operator d operates on f of x, we get a new function f dash of x, right? If simply f of x, listen here, then how the subject can be developed? So we use operator d so that this f of x is transformed to a new function f dash of x, where we get some other applications also. So if we keep simply a function, then the subject cannot be developed. So we should transform the function to another form. So that, listen here, we may get more applications. Here, using Laplace transform, listen here, there are many applications. Laplace transforms helps us to solve differential equations. Y double dash plus 2y plus 3 is equal to 0. So you know how to solve this equation, right? We find CF, PI, y is equal to CF plus PI is the answer, right? So such kind of problems can be solved by this Laplace transform, using Laplace transform, okay? Laplace transform also helps us to solve partial differential equations, etc. When initial condition is known, we shall see such thing later. So it helps us to, Laplace transform helps us to solve partial differential equations, ordinary differential equations, etc. Okay? So you know now transformation means it transforms one function to another. So Laplace, he is mathematician. So this Laplace transforms, let us see how it transforms a function to another. Okay? So definition. Let us take a function f of t. T takes only positive values. T is always greater than or equal to 0. T takes only positive values. So let us consider a function f of t for all t greater than or equal to 0. Then Laplace transform of f of t is defined by, it is denoted by, okay? It's not defined, denoted. You please correct it in your PDF. It is denoted. Denoted by L of f of t. Laplace transform of f of t. Defined by integral 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. Okay? It is L of f of t is equal to integral 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. T takes only positive values. That's why limit 0 to infinity. Okay? Provided the integral exists. The answer of integration should exist. Okay? And you will understand the meaning here. Why they are saying integral exists. Okay? S is parameter here. This S denote parameter. So listen here, it is not constant, it is parameter, right? So you can see answer, we will get answer in terms of S. So S is given importance here. S is a parameter which may be real or complex. Once you integrate this and when you substitute limits, you will see your answer is a function of S. It is function of S, function in parameter, okay? Our answer is function in parameter. So S is parameter here. You please search in net, find the difference of parameter, variable and constant, okay? What is variable, what is parameter and what is constant. So you can see minute difference of all the three, okay? Between parameter and variable, you can find a minute difference between parameter and variable. Constant, you know, which is always constant. But here it is, listen here, varies, but it is not variable, okay? It is parameter. So listen here, so you know now definition of Laplace transform. L of f of t is integral 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. What's meaning L of f of t? Laplace transform of f of t. So this f of t is transformed to some function of s. This function of t is transformed to function of s. Okay? So transformation happens. See? L of f of t clearly function of s. Hence it can be written as L of f of t is equal to f of s. You listen here. I have written here small f, here capital F. Capital F of s is Laplace transform of small f of t. Capital F of s is Laplace transform of f of t. So you should know, listen here, sometimes we use this as our Laplace transform. L of f of t equal to f of s. Sometimes we use this as definition. L of f of t equal to integral 0 to infinity e power minus st f of t dt. You should know both. Since answer will be function of s, we can write it as capital F of s. Okay. Very important to note, L of f of t is capital F of s. So f of t is transformed to function of s. So L is the Laplace transform operator. Like differential operator D, here L is the Laplace transform operator. And S is parameter. Okay. Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Next comes two new definitions. So when can we say function f of t is said to be of exponential order? So f of t is said to be of exponential order if it satisfies limit when t approaches infinity, e power minus alpha t into f of t is equal to a finite quantity. When the answer comes a finite quantity, then f of t is said to be of exponential order. Okay. Alpha is some constant. Let us see second definition. A function f of t is said to be piecewise continuous in an interval a to b. You consider interval a to b. Okay. You divide the interval into many finite number of subintervals. Divide the interval a to a1, a1 to a2, a2 to a3, a3 to a4, etc. an to b. Okay. Divide the interval into subdivided. Okay. Interval can be subdivided into finite number of intervals. Divide the interval into some finite number of subintervals. Okay. If in each subinterval, if the function is continuous, if the function is continuous, listen here, and also right and left hand limit exists. If right and left hand limit exists, you know right hand limit, left hand limit. We studied in first semester, right? In differential calculus. Right hand limit, left hand limit, etc. Right? You have studied already in +1. If you do not know, we have studied in first semester. Right? So if both are satisfied, then the function is said to be piecewise continuous. When will we say f of t is piecewise continuous? You divide the interval into some number of subintervals. In each subinterval, f of t should be continuous. If you draw a curve, there should be no discontinuity. Right? In each interval, there should be no discontinuity. Okay? And also right and left hand limit. You know right hand limit, left hand limit. When in case t approaches 0, we say t approaches 0 from right hand side. T approaches 0 from left hand side. We see what is the function for left hand side substitution, for right hand side limit substitution. Right? So when t approaches 0 from right hand side, right? So you look at right and left hand limit. If they also exist, then the function is said to be piecewise continuous. Okay? It is said to be piecewise continuous. So you listen here. If you feel difficult these two definitions, you can simply leave it. Okay? You can leave it. So since we have to learn a 2-mark question next, I have said to you, they won't ask you these two definitions. Okay? Next comes, it is very important. Very, very, very important 2-mark question. State sufficient conditions for the existence of Laplace transform. Right? What are the conditions for the existence of Laplace transform? We say Laplace transform exists only when f of t is piecewise continuous. That's why I said the definition of piecewise continuous. So if you need not learn that definition, okay? So if you understand, okay, otherwise leave it. F of t is piecewise continuous or continuous in the closed interval a comma b. A should be greater than 0. And second condition, f of t is of exponential order. I told you definition of exponential order also, right? So if these two conditions are satisfied, then we say Laplace transform of the function exists. Okay? And listen here, next comes a remark, example. L of 1 by t. Laplace transform of 1 by t does not exist. Reason, when t approaches 0, 1 by t becomes infinity. Right? So discontinuity occurs when t approaches 0. Discontinuity occurs when t approaches 0. Right? And hence it is not piecewise continuous. T approaches 0 from right. They are saying when t approaches 0 from right, 1 by t becomes infinity. Hence, it is not piecewise continuous. So, it does not satisfy one of the conditions here. Hence, Laplace transform does not exist. They can ask you in example, give two functions which do not have Laplace transform, right? Next, Laplace transform of tan t. You know, tan pi by 2 is infinity. Tan 3 pi by 2 is infinity. Tan pi 5 pi by 2 is infinity. So everywhere discontinuity occurs, right? Tan T has infinite number of infinite discontinuity. What's the meaning infinite discontinuity? Discontinuity occurs at infinity. Infinity. Discontinuity occurs at infinity. And number of infinite discontinuity is also infinite, right? Hence, it is not piecewise continuous. So, Laplace transform of tan t does not exist. When we come to exponential function is always continuous, okay? So, it satisfies first condition. But it does not satisfy second condition because it is not of exponential order. What is exponential order definition? See, f of t is e power t. When t approaches infinity, see, e power infinity is infinity. When t approaches e power minus infinity is 0. E power infinity is infinity, right? So, when t approaches infinity, e power minus alpha into infinity, right? Which is e power minus infinity. 0, but it is e power, we have a function f of t which is infinity, right? E power infinity is infinity. Hence, the answer is not a finite quantity. E power minus alpha t into e power t. E power minus alpha into, can we take base same? We add powers. Let us add powers so that we try to get answer which is not finite quantity. E power minus alpha t into e power t. So if you take t outside, it is 1 minus alpha, right? 1 minus alpha. So not to say it is not a finite quantity because it is said L of e power t does not exist because it is not of exponential order, right? So answer is not a finite quantity, hence it is not of exponential order, okay? E power infinity is infinity. E power minus infinity is 0, okay? L of e power t do not exist, okay? They can ask you 2 mark question, write any 2 functions which do not have Laplace transform, okay? And next remark, listen here, the conditions are only sufficient conditions and they are not necessary. You can take f of t is equal to 1 by root t. F of t equal to 1 by root t. When t approaches 0, f of t becomes infinity, right? So what we say is the function is not piecewise continuous. When t approaches 0, f of t becomes infinity, so function is not continuous. But Laplace transform exists, okay? Though 1 by root t is not piecewise continuous, Laplace transform exists. The reason is these conditions are just sufficient conditions and they are not necessary. So Laplace transform exists. So we shall see in the later section this one, okay? So let us see next properties in the next video, okay? Thank you, ma'am.